Hello everyone, this is Yours Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Bay Let's Play as we continue with our pre-release coverage of Total War Pharaoh. And we're coming back for episode 3 from turn 16 as we are struggling to survive. We repelled an invading army last time. We're in pretty bad shape, but we must keep building. Basically, we're hoping to get 10 units of range so that we can finish our ambition and get some immediate help in terms of 5 auxiliary sharpshooters, which I have no idea what unit they will be. They'll be coming as special recruitment, means we have to pay for them, which might be an issue if they don't just cost food. We pretty much are stuck in one small county. We're making resources by just basically winning fights. This attrition is a little odd because it seems like we're in a good state. I don't know why we are suffering from attrition, but we'll see. The lack of gold might be the only thing I can think of. We can try to fix that.
I stand strong.
We can find some factions that doesn't hate us, that have some extra gold. It would be just
I would be happy to help you.
this one here. Let's see if we can get maybe 2 turn worth of gold from them. So about 60. A little bit too expensive. Let's go down to 30. We have a ton of food that we're not going to really need. Oh. I don't need the non-aggression. Right. That was attached because we went in from that. Right, this is going to get us a decent amount of gold. Just curious where that exact point is.
Good.
This will sustain. Yep. So as soon as you have one upkeep that you cannot pay, all the unit replenishment ends, which is interesting because we currently have this Kopesh guard. That's the one that's costing us gold.
I am peaceful, but my warriors need not be.
Very expensive. We really can't afford it as much as we would want to have it. We'll just sustain this one frontline unit that we do have and go with our court actions. So maybe we can get some gold from the treasure. We're gonna start out by gossiping as well, build up that regard, and take embezzle. But now we are just gonna end. We could build an outpost here. There's a couple things I'm thinking about. We can either lower construction costs, which is not a big deal, but we also get recruitment cost discounts and a little bit extra food. Going a ton for the ancient legacies is definitely messing with us a bit because some of the high turn cost royal decrees are god slot related, and we currently locked this into one god. So we're monotheism, even though it's a combination of 2 different bonuses. And it's kind of creating issues for us. None of these will really help us. We have an increased garrison here, basically. 150 stone is very cheap, but we don't have a lot of wood either. Could be worth building. Just to harass the enemy a little bit, I guess. Another fresh 20 stack from a different faction. I guess our campaign's actually going to come to a quick defeat here. There is just not much we can do. Our front line's pretty exhausted. And they're bringing archers this time. Babylos. We'll have a chance to have a siege defense at least. We don't have to sally out for this one. They feel fairly confident they'll beat us. Alright, we're definitely getting swarmed from multiple locations. Our reinforcements coming from that side. And that side alone. Should just be a single unit. What can we do here?
Hold as long as it takes.
This would be a tough spot because of the enemy general. 2 archers. We don't have a lot of good solutions because it's not like we can condense our army and defend only at a certain point. Figure we try to beat this side and then see what we can do over here. Man, most of these are pretty badly damaged. Like, Bay has to hold the line. This general has to hold the line. I'm just gonna put 1 unit here. We stop at whoever's trying to dash into us. And that's all the melee units we have left. So, does not look good. Does not look good at all. Yeah, there's almost no reason to be sneaky there.
This way, brothers. With me. The gods will guard us.
Even if we get these units out and have them chase the archers, they can't beat the archers, even if they get into contact with them. That's a big issue. I don't know if we can sneak them to the side.
Onwards! On I go!
Force them back.
Stay close! Fight for your brothers!
Moving. This way.
Yes!
Oh, we left this guy here.
This way,
Alright,
brothers.
go back with him.
March. We will not falter. Fire.
Repositioning!
I stand unbroken. No challenge. Backs away. Slingers now. We make a stand here.
This is our land!
Alright, got 2 units through.
Punish them!
Oh, we wanted to let them engage us here, yeah. And then they can get free shots. Perfect. That worked perfectly. Pelting that guy.
Fight for your brothers.
This is a pretty good angle. Yeah, but they got a lot of help coming. Let's quickly kill this archer.
Lay them on. We are unstoppable. Show strength, brothers. Born to do battle. Move, warriors.
We have to start worrying about that side. He's gonna get wiped.
This way, brothers. We are unstoppable. We stand strong. March. Never back down. Spill their blood.
Ever ready! Warriors of Canaan!
You know, getting max value there from Bay.
I'll save us. You die now. Wipe them out.
Alright, he's just gonna go here.
Die. With me.
Chasing them, forcing the skirmish mode out. It's probably good enough. It seems like they're going to go for capture points first.
Curse these tricksters! Warriors of Canaan! We stand strong! Pat them down!
Alright, they're not coming this way, so...
With me! Yes! Watch them bleed! Move, warriors!
Alright, good luck, boys.
Let's get out of here! I fight for family!
Need this to
For the
hold.
tribe! Strong
Alright,
spirit!
have to go fight now. We're out of ammo. Bay's also dying.
As I command! Bows!
I lost vision in the forest.
Hunt them down!
Happens.
To slaughter!
Ah, this banner is quite nice. It's because we are a
Fight
fancy
for
unit,
Pharaoh!
Royal Kopesh Guards. With our unit banner showing that, you know, almost defeated. See if they can maybe
Get backing!
sneak away and
Take it
get
from
off
them.
combat so they can change off their stance. Is Bay still alive? Ooh, Bay's still alive, but they're getting help. Okay.
This
Charge
way,
here.
brother.
Stop the archers from flanking us, but yeah, it's happening over there. Are we doing here?
We will not falter!
Oh, they're coming over here.
March!
Not good.
Strong spirit!
Oh, that front line's already dead. Ooh, we have some flank shots we can
We
take.
will not falter!
Okay,
Warriors
never
of
mind.
Canaan!
Hit these. Over here, just buy some time.
Fight for you, brothers!
Royal
They
liaison.
might win out here.
No challenge! Moloch,
Base
take
down
you.
to 6 people. He's kind of hiding in the middle here. Get engaged.
Fight cleverly!
Oh,
Born to
still
do
can't
battle.
chase that. Keep losing vision of that unit. Alright, the commander's
No
dead
challenge.
here. How are we doing here?
Strength is
Down
power!
to 5. Banner holder is dead. And they're definitely flanked. Down to 3. Down to 2. Last guy. Fighting right here. And he has been killed.
Sword! Warriors of Canaan!
Same fate elsewhere as well.
Strength through cunning.
Definitely a grim end for us, but
Retreat, damn it!
we did get to see how the Canaanite function as a faction. And we're going to see our first defeat screen. Losing that first full stack pretty much dooms any early game. Taking a major settlement capital early on is quite difficult. Alright, we have the defeat screen here. Worship deities. We tried out a new Ancient Legacy, which is nice. And although this is a relatively short episode, we pretty much showcased the Canaanite factions. Ursu, the other one, would be playable during the pre-release kind of early beta that they're doing this weekend. And essentially, The Canaanites will get the choice of both faction like the other factions, and the unique thing about Bay is
I
more or
whisper
less
in the ears
his
of
unit
royalty.
choices, his buildings, and his commands. I think command actually does shape how a faction plays, whereas we use sort of the Shemsu Hor for the Ramsey command so that we get more units during each Shemsu Hor, more Magi units. For Bay, abusing the Royal Decree instant research for his regular command instead of the passive that grants extra influence, which we didn't need early on because we had only one province and it was coming at full Canaanite influence in the beginning. It will become more powerful in the late game as you have many provinces as you invade out into other territories. And that's sort of how this command sort of balanced each other out, because the instant Royal Decree is powerful in terms of finishing all your Royal Decrees. Personally, I don't think the Royal Decrees are that strong, especially in the early phases of the game. You're getting a couple points of happiness. It's nice to have 10% resources and so forth. It does jumpstart you, but eventually it's a limited or finite commodity. You'll run out of Royal Decrees to research and speed up as you get them relatively quickly, and you sort of hit the peak that other factions would hit just a bit later. But then at that point, your command basically becomes the Shemsu Hor influence boost, as you get additional bonuses from your buildings when you have high influence. So the idea is basically the command will change into just the Shemsu Hor version in the late game as you expand out, and then it will empower all your unique buildings, which has 2 different bonus tiers, one at the regular influence level and then an extra bonus on top at high influence levels. So that's kind of what shapes Bay's playstyle. The court intrigue, we didn't really get to see a lot of plots done by the AI, so the Zoom feature didn't really come in for us, given that we got wiped in about 16 or 17 game turns. Taking that first army is a very cautious thing after playing 2 campaigns. We have to be more careful in our next one, as we are going to end this episode now. When we come back tomorrow,
King of the Hittites.
we'll be moving up to play Supaluloma. We're going to call him King Sup, just to keep the name short and easy to pronounce. And he's going to be very different in that he starts out as the Great King of the Hittite. We'll also be moving up to Anatolia. So far, we've only seen the island of Crete send some ships and armies to the coast in our previous 2 campaigns. We didn't really interact with the rest of Anatolia and the Hittites. The unit's going to be very different. Native unit's going to have more armor. It's going to be more heavy units. And we should have access to Great King units as well, because we are the Great King. Much like we saw Meneptah have some of his royal guards for the Pharaoh position, we should see that for King Sup here as well. So we'll come back, take a look at how this faction plays as a preview for the Hittite factions, and after we do a relatively short campaign, hopefully longer than 20 turns, we don't get wiped. We'll be a little bit more cautious with our start, and then we'll jump into another campaign, hopefully covering more of them. I think Karuta is worth covering
The stag god
because
reborn.
so far we have only seen 2 of the 4 Egyptian ancient legacies. There are going to be 2 ancient legacies for the Hittites. Ancient legacy obviously referring to ancient deeds done by the great kings of the past. So in this case, for the Hittite factions, we're only going to be offered 2 great kings. So we can do both of them by trying out King Sup and Karuta here. And from those experiences, we'll kind of know how those ancient legacy play. And then if we get a chance, we'll go back to Egyptian faction to unlock a bit more of the Egyptian ancient legacies. We only tried out 2 of the 4. I believe 2 of them would be made available during that pre-beta period that you can try out during the weekend. I think it's the Builder one and the Conqueror one, or maybe it's Atan and the Builder one. The Conqueror one's the one that I think no one gets to see. We'll try that one out. Even though I'm pretty much in love with the merchant choice. I think that trading one is very, very fun and definitely reflective of the Bronze Age trade networks as well. So this is a relatively short episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, even though we basically just got crushed in one army. They're kind of cycle attacking us with full 20 stacks from different factions. Not much we can do about it. So on to the next one. And until then, bye.